DNA bunker depth 7. Officially, depth 7 did not exist. It appeared on no maps and no registries. A secret underground research facility built 12 kilometers from the nearest town, more than 300 meters below the surface, disguised as an abandoned quarry. Only those who signed a lifetime non-disclosure agreement were allowed inside. Their mission sounded simple on paper and horrifying in reality: to study viral human adaptation to extreme conditions. But the virus proved to be smarter. Everything went wrong in Sector D. At 3:17 a.m., the security system detected a breach in one of the laboratory containment zones. The camera footage showed a technician standing motionless in front of an airlock, staring at the wall and smiling. Too wide. After 12 seconds, he turned toward the camera. His eyes were completely black. Not pupils, the entire eye. The feed cut out. Protocol demanded the sector be isolated and incinerated entirely. But that order was never executed, because 4 minutes later, every internal airlock opened at once. Dr. Helen Carter, lead virologist, remembered the first symptom clearly: silence. The bunker was massive, but never quiet. Ventilation systems, generators, footsteps. Now it felt like someone had muted the world. Breathing began coming through the radios. Not theirs. Slow, steady, rhythmic. Then the screaming started. Those infected did not die. They changed. Bones elongated. Movements became jerky, unnatural. Voices sounded like several people speaking at once. But the worst part, they remembered. They knew access codes. They knew names. They knew how to terrify. Only 12 people remained uninfected. They barricaded themselves inside the Central Command Unit, the last place with full access to the ventilation and containment systems. They had one objective: prevent the virus from reaching the surface. The plan was clear: deploy emergency blast doors, trigger ventilation, self-destruction, collapse the lower levels. It would mean never leaving the bunker alive. They were ready. The infected were not. 5, they wanted to leave. The infected didn't just attack. They reasoned. Through the internal intercom, voices echoed. It hurts down here. Outside is better. You want to live too, Helen? Someone among the survivors began to cry, because the voice now sounded exactly like his mother. The monsters were guiding them deliberately toward the elevator, toward the surface. The virus didn't want death. It wanted release. Engineer Mark Reynolds disappeared during the night. No struggle, no alarms, only an unlocked door and disabled access control. The cameras showed him walking calmly. Not alone. A shadow moved beside him. Not human. An hour later, the infected knew the exact location of the command unit. Someone had helped them. When they broke through, it happened fast. Lights flickered. Sirens died. The air grew heavy and warm. Helen ran into the server room and froze. On the main screen, the external blast door was open. One door, the only path to the surface. Less than 90 seconds remained. A voice came through the radio, no longer human. We're ready. Are you? 8. Helen activated Protocol Black Earth. The countdown began. 10. 9. From the darkness stepped an infected child. Small, thin. He was holding her ID badge. You promised you'd save us. She pressed the button. Nothing escaped to the surface. Official reports blamed an underground seismic collapse. The quarry caved in, but for 7 days, satellites detected thermal signatures far below the ground. Sometimes, from cracks in the soil, something seemed to rise. Breath. 6 months later, Residents in a village 12 kilometers away reported strange voices coming from the forest at night, and a smell. The final scientific report ended with a single sentence: the virus was destroyed. Its true purpose remains unknown.